Good afternoon, traders. It's Melissa with Price Plan Profit, and I wanted to go over the trades that I took today. First off, let me just start by saying that the indexes were very choppy today. That was pretty obvious. Honestly, before the bell ever rang, we had immediate support and resistance right above and below where prices were trading at on the open. So I was expecting chop. I did not actively day trade the first hour of the market as I was teaching in the trendy room, but there were opportunities to scalp for sure. As long as you were scalping the top of the chop and the bottom of the chop. So let's start with the SPX chart. This is the ticker that I scalp traded today, and I will go over all of my trades on SPX. But let me start by identifying the PMZ, the pre-market zone, my go-to indicator for day trading. Price above it, looking to go long, price below it, looking to go short. As easy as that. All right, so this morning, first target was 64.4980. First 5-minute candle, left the PMZ, went to the first target, actually made it to the second target, which was 64.54, and then back down she went to the PMZ where buyers stepped in, back up again for 2 targets, back down for the PMZ. Then we actually had a flush, what appeared to be a wick low here at 1045. Once price got back above the PMZ, it came back again to this chop level. That is where I took my first trade. Let me get my drawing tool here and I will show you with an arrow where I took my first trade. So after an hour and 25 minutes, I believe, of the market open, no, sorry, an hour after the market opened, I established that this was the top of the chop and I'm looking to go short from the top of chop. Targets were the daily edge right here. This is a lower daily edge. That was my first target. Then the PMZ was the second target, and third target would have been here where we created the bottom of that chop. So my first trade came here at 10:55 a.m. Eastern as price came up to the top of the chop. I went short buying the 64.40 puts for today's expiration. This trade executed and took profits less than 2 minutes, right down to this first target, which is the lower daily edge. Took profits, executed my second trade here right away, came down, and I exited this trade at the PMZ. Then I spent the next little bit. I did not take any trades during this moment in time. I was doing some charting and answering questions in the room, so there was no trades for me here. Pretty much up to the lower daily edge and almost back up to the top of chop. You could have traded this to the upside. Not a lot of points to be had, about 6 points from the PMZ, but it was still tradable above that PMZ. I just did not take any of those trades. My next trade actually came down here as price flushed below the PMZ, and we came back down to the bottom of the chop on this pop because price was below the PMZ and because price was below the 5-minute cloud. I took a very quick scalp here back down to my first target. Then I sat and I waited. I unfortunately missed a trade opportunity in here to go long above the PMZ, but that's okay. This is the one that I missed, and it went back up to the top of chop yet again. End of day, let me say this. If I am very profitable and on these trades that I mentioned, those three main scalp trades, I was pretty profitable, up about $500 on those three trades. And at the end of the day, I decided, you know what, I'm going to take a fraction of my profits. And if price gets back up to this top of chop again, I will try to play it back down, the PMZ being my first target, and then 69.39.68 being my second target. I ended up with two contracts. I risked about 150 of the $500 of profit, and that trade did not work out. So I gave up those that $150 worth of profits that I had made in the day. I did make a big green sticky note and put it on my computer to remind myself of this. And I'm going to try to hold it up, and I'm not sure if y'all can read it. No, you really can't, can you? It says, chop days are not the days to trade the last hour. I'm going to leave that on my computer all week, because I know that chop days are not the best days to trade the last hour. Um, but I'm not mad at myself. I knew going in that there was a high probability it wasn't going to work out, but I decided to go ahead and try it with two very cheap contracts, and it didn't work out. So, overall, profitable on the day. Those three quick scalp trades cleared about $350. So, I'm happy with that. As far as any other trades go, what I was looking to trade out of the PMZ on other names, they just didn't set up. The day was super choppy and none of them set up. Palantir came the closest, and had I been looking for a swing trade this week, which I'm not because I'm going on vacation on Friday. But had I been looking for a swing trade this week, Palantir would have been the one that I would have chose to buy the dip down here at 171.87. Play that back to the upside. But I didn't take the trade. It did not trade out of the PMZ for a day trade, so I left it alone. But that is what I did trade today, which was SPX. And I look forward to trading again tomorrow. If you're not a member of the Trendy Trading Room at Simpler Trading, be sure and join me and my trading partner, Trendy John, as we trade our money every day in real time. We also do a lot of teaching, a lot of answering questions, building trading plans, and we also have a very high win percentage. So, if you're not a part of the room, make sure and check us out. In the description, there is a link for a $7 trial that will get you a trial for 30 days to the Trendy Trading Room. Until the next video, I hope you have an awesome day.